Hello, hello. So, today I am going to teach you some Pilates, and we are going to focus on obliques and arms today. But like I say in every class, it's always a full body practice. I just tend to say there's a focus because that helps us plan the classes, makes it a bit easier that way. So, yes, all you'll need is maybe a little pillow for your head, some water if you're going to get thirsty, and a nice comfortable mat. Sometimes a double mat is better if you have just a yoga mat. A wee bit of a thicker one tends to be better for Pilates. All right, so let's get started. What we need to focus on mostly for the first part is when we are in our lie-in position. So if you just watch me for a wee second, your pelvis is going to try and tilt forwards a lot. So we're going to try and keep it neutral or natural. And then at another point, your pelvis is going to try and come up off the mat. So we'll just try and keep it stuck to the floor. So we're trying to stop going forward and stop coming back. We're just going to try and stay in the middle position as best we can. So come on down onto your back. Have a little pillow for your head if you need that. And start by noticing your spine is just in a neutral position. So your hips are the same height, your lower back feels straight, you've got the natural curve of your spine going on, you're not flat to the floor, and your shoulder blades are nice and wide, and maybe you've got a small pillow to help the alignment of your neck. Just see what feels nice for you. All right, now we'll bring both legs to tabletop, so your knees are right above your hips. Now, move one of your thighs away from you, but keep the tabletop shape. Then bring the thigh back in. Move the other thigh away, keep the tabletop shape, then bring it in. When one thigh goes away, it kind of makes a triangle shape when your foot taps the floor. Then bring it back. When the other thigh goes away, it makes a triangle shape on the floor. Then bring it back. Nice. Exhale away. Inhale in. Exhale away. Inhale in. Now, if you're more used to this movement, can you keep feeling that your pelvis doesn't follow your leg? It doesn't tilt forward. It just stays almost parallel to the ceiling. The natural curve of your spine doesn't change, it stays the same too. And you're breathing. You'll just feel that you have to get stronger in your stomach muscles to support the movement of the leg, rather than moving your pelvis to help you move the leg and using no core or barely any core. Right, we've got a few more. I know this is a long sequence. Let's go for 3, for 2, for 1. Nice. Place both feet on the floor. Now bring both hands underneath your head. The main focus here is that you don't pull your head up. You use your stomach muscles. They contract, they get tighter to lift your head and shoulders up for you. And then you lie back down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. This is where your bum will try and lift up when your head comes up. So can you just try and keep your pelvis parallel to the ceiling? Keep your lower back the same. Just try and pick your head and shoulders up a little bit, using your stomach. Let the lower back stay where it is. So we're not aiming for a lot of height. You're not aiming for massive lifts here. Just trying to feel the isolation. Using the stomach while keeping other areas still. For 3. For 2. For 1. Lovely. Now bring both legs to tabletop. Squeeze them together. cuddle up, hold your head and shoulders in the air, support your head rather than pull it. Now move both thighs away from you, exhale, bring them in, inhale. Lovely. Really feel that your pelvis stays the same. So you might not touch the floor much. Don't worry about that. I've got 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Lower your head, lower your feet down. Hands rest by your sides. Breathe a deep breath. Now bring both legs to tabletop position, squeeze them together. Have your hands a little bit wider, like a low V position. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Take your knees to the left. The right side of your lower back leaves the floor a little bit. Now press the right side of your lower back into the floor, and that will bring your knees back. Then take your knees to the right. Left side of the lower back leaves the floor. Now press that part of your back into the floor to bring the knees back. So the feeling is lift one hip higher, then bring that hip back. Lift one hip higher, then bring that hip back. Nice. Move to your breath. You can close your eyes if that helps. I like to close my eyes because I feel it helps me to get a wee millimetre more distance, a wee bit more strength, but not pushing it to be too much. So when I take my knees to the side, I'm feeling, can I go a wee bit further, but without my shoulder blades lifting, and then I come back. Can I go a wee bit further than before, but not overdoing it, then come back. Nice. We'll do a couple more. Last one. Good. Rest your legs. Give them a little move if that helps. Okay, so now hands underneath your head. We're going to cuddle up and then twist to one side. So head and shoulders lift up using the core. Then your ribs twist to one side. Try and use the muscles around the rib cage, around the stomach. Then lie back. And we try and do that simultaneously. So lift and twist at the same time, then down. Lift and twist at the same time, then down. I'm not pulling myself over with my arms. I'm lifting up with my core, twisting as best I can, and down. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, down. I've got my eyes closed if I want to, so I can feel if I can twist a little bit more. My lower back stays still. I don't let my hips follow me, because again, that will just help me to twist. Hips stay where they are. I'm just using my rib cage. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lovely. Have a wee tiny break. Okay, this next one gets a little bit more challenging. We will have both hands underneath your head, both legs to tabletop. Take both knees to the left a little bit, not very far, just lift that right hip up a little bit. Now try to cuddle up on your exhale and lie back on your inhale. Cuddle on your exhale, lie on your inhale. Good. Keep your hips in the twist and use your core to pick you up. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Take your knees to the other side. When you're ready, try and cuddle up. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. To the center, rest your legs. Have a little move, a little stretch if that helps. I hope you're okay. This sequence is nearly done. Okay, so last part to this, we will have both legs tabletop, both hands underneath your head. Your legs are going to stay where they are, but we will cuddle up and twist to one side, then lie back. Then cuddle and twist to the other. Then lie. Keep the legs still. This is a good reference point to see if your hips stay still when you twist. Because if your knees move, your hips aren't staying still. You need to work harder. But this is a feeling game. You can close your eyes. Feel the knees staying still. Feel what lifts and twists you. For 3, for 2, for 1, and done. Done but not done. So from here, come on up to seated. Have a drink if you need it. Sort your hair if it's went everywhere. Okay, and we're going to be lying on your side next. And we'll be positioned on your elbow. Elbow under shoulder. Hand wherever's comfortable. Start with both legs straight, but the bottom leg bends, so that shin's pointing behind you. We're going to do side planks. With a side plank, the weight has to push into the feet, the knee or the foot. Depends if the foot's in the air or not, but definitely that bottom knee. And when we push into the knee, the hip will lift up to the height that the shoulder is setting. So for example, my shoulder stays down, my chest stays in. If I push into my knee, it will pick my hip up and then I'll pop my hip back down. I'm not using my shoulder because that will hurt. I'm using the knee. Okay? So from this position, you can have your top leg in the air if you want. We will press into the knee, hold your chest in, and hopefully you lift. Even if you only lift a tiny bit, that's fine. Let's go up and down. We're trying not to fling ourselves up. We're trying to see how well we can push into the knee and use our obliques and our glute. Stability of the shoulder to lift you up and down. Maybe you close your eyes just to feel if you can be more efficient, if that's the word. For 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Keep your hip down. Pop that foot down. Now your forearm goes off towards the upper diagonal. So just towards the upper corner of your mat. Reach your free arm. Make sure your chest, upper body is kind of engaged. It's not slumped. So we're holding ourselves, not watching the TV. We're in Pilates class. Now you're kind of got tension around the chest. That'll help you push into your hand, lift your elbow up and pop your elbow back down. Elbow up, elbow down. If you find when you pop your elbow down, you're really slamming the floor, when you come up, reach as far as you can towards the bottom of the mat, engage your top obliques and lower yourself down with the help of your core. Just breathe how you want to. We'll get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, last part here. Come towards the front of your mat, nice and straight with your legs, forearms at the diagonal, shoulder pushes down. I know there's a lot of tips here. Free arm is straight. Now, try to be really tight within your body. Maybe your feet physically hover the floor, if that's okay. Then as you're so tight, roll onto your bum. Try and lift your feet higher and lift your elbow up. Then lower feet down a bit, keep them hovering. Keep really tight as you roll onto your side, and then relax. A lot going on there. Let's try that again. Be really tight. Roll to your bum, hold that tightness. Go higher. Lower. Roll to your side. Nice. Roll to bum. Higher. Lower. Roll to side. And just breathe when you need to breathe. One more. And rest. Lovely. Well, not really rest, just change to the other side. This is the last thing we've got to do. Then we are done. So, start with being on your elbow, both legs straight, bottom knee is bent. Take your time setting this up. I know you might be tired. I certainly am. Right, so from here, pushing that shoulder down, holding your chest in. Make sure you're not sloppy in the upper body. You're trying to hold yourself in the air, but you're not being too strict that you can't breathe. Just try and hold yourself lightly as best you can. Free arm in the air. We push into that bottom knee to try and get your hip up. Now that might just be a oomph. Be careful on the way down, don't hurt your hip, but just try and get up and down, even if you can't hold it. Or if you can hold it, we're pausing, chest in, stable shoulder, slowly down. Up and pause, slowly down. You want to push your weight into your knee to bring you up. We don't want to roll the shoulder to get you up. If you feel you end up moving down the mat, just bring your elbow where you need it to be. Doing amazing. I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Once you're down, let your legs rest where it's comfortable. Forearm off towards the upper corner of the mat. Free arm straight, chest in, elbow up, elbow down. Elbow up, elbow down. Elbow up, really reach, then down. Doing good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Keep your arm in that position. Both legs straight, free arm up. Tighten up. Hold yourself really tight. Your feet might physically hover. Now roll to your bum. Hold that tightness. Lift higher. Lower. Roll to side. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to come to the front of your mat. So if you're not there, come there just so your bum lands on the mat. Nice. Nice and tight. Roll to bum. Elbow legs higher. Elbow legs lower. Side. Maybe you take a wee moment to relax, or we're just going to see if we can keep flowing it, okay? Tight. Roll to bum. Higher. Lower. Side. And I'm just breathing per movement. Sometimes I close my eyes to feel. If you get tired, you have a break. And just when you're back on your side, have a rest. A wee deep breath. We're going to do one more part. We'll just fit it in, okay, while we're here. If you want to finish now, that is absolutely fine. Thank you for being here, but we'll just get it in while our arms are warm. Okay, so last part, we'll work on some push-ups. So from hands and knees, try and press into the ball of your hand. The heel as well, but try and press into the ball and grip your fingers a wee bit. Try and support your chest. Imagine you were wearing a corset or a big bandage around your chest if you're a man. And that just makes your ribs more stable rather than loose and wobbly. Now, move your hands forward a big handprint. Move your hips forward that same amount. You've got that corset on around your ribs, they stay still. As you bend your elbows, they can bend back or they can bend wide, doesn't matter. Your chest and face is just going to get lower towards the ground until you feel like straightening the arms, all right? So the hips stay forward, shoulders are above wrists. Bend, you're wearing your corset, and straighten. Bend, you've got your bandage on, straighten. Bend, straighten. Push into the balls of your hands. Maybe you try and squeeze your bum a bit now. It makes you a bit heavier. If that's too much, leave it alone. For 3. For 2. For 1. Good. Now walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. These are different. Still wearing the corset, but now your elbows bend back towards your thighs a tiny little bit. What happens here is your bum moves forward to make your shoulders and head move forward, then you straighten your arms, okay? Elbows bend towards the thighs a little bit, tiny amount. Now your bum moves forward as you wear your corset, then you straighten. So you just go to where suits you with this one. Bend and lean, straighten. Bend and lean, straighten. We've got 3. We've got 2. 1. Awesome. Let your arms rest for a wee second. Last part, we're just going to do that last one, the bend and lean, with one leg in the air. Then we're done. I say that like it's easy. So back to hands and knees, hands under shoulders, wear your corset, left leg back and up. Don't worry about the leg position. We'll do that in a different class. Just try and keep it in the air. All we do here is bend elbows, push bum forwards, then up. This can be like you're trying to get your forehead to tap the floor if you want. Boop. Sometimes that's too much. Watch your beautiful face. Don't bash it into the floor. Bend and lean. And if you really want to be fancy, when you bend and lean, your right foot can come up off the floor. Just like you bend the knee more. But it depends how thick your mat is. We've got 2 more. We've got 1 more. But we've got another side, so have a wee break if your hands need it. Last part, let's go. Hands under shoulders. Wear your bandage or your corset. Right leg in the air. The weight's in the ball of the hands too. Bend and lean, wear your corset. And up. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you lift the left foot too. Just keep that corset on, okay? You don't need to go far. You can literally move an inch. For 3. For 2. For 1. And done. Ah, well done. Tiny little stretch. Let your hands dance. So I hope you enjoyed that today. Pilates is all about isolation, body awareness, small movements that you really pay attention to. Good repetitions, good reps, not massive amounts. You rest when you need it. So it's a good practice. Take one arm across your body, hold it in place. Breathe a deep breath. It can be very confusing at the beginning if you're just new here today. But over time, see, once you understand, you're just trying to keep your pelvis still. You're just trying to keep your spine in the same position. It all makes sense. But at the beginning, it can be a wee bit confusing. Change sides. But yeah, over time, it just starts to make sense with what the aim is. You flow through it easily. Your posture gets better. Your awareness of your body improves. And it's fun. It's not too tiring. Alright, have your arms a wee wiggle. Maybe come to a wee low lunge if you want. Stretch your legs. So I hope you've got a lovely day ahead of you. It's got really sunny here. Let's change sides. I'm in Portugal just now, doing a house sit with trusted house sitters, looking after a dog and a cat. It's so much fun, having the best time. And doing some work here too while I've got some time off to cater to my YouTube channel. Nice, so that's us. Just come to a comfortable seat. We'll take a big reach to the ceiling as we breathe in. Hands to heart as you breathe out. Give yourself a clap. Well done. Awesome. Have a lovely day. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.